Hello everyone, welcome to Educare. This is Itisri. Basically, I will cover UG education syllabus. It is also helpful for UGC NET examination for education, SSP lecturer recruitment examination for education, common PG entrance test and common university entrance test for education and any teaching related examinations. This is the unit 1 of CC1 Educational Philosophy. In order to understand the concept of education, educational thinkers have interpreted and classified the meaning of education into two main categories, namely narrow and broader concept of education. So today we will discuss about narrow and broader meanings of education. The narrow meaning of education usually implies imparting information, giving instruction, schooling, training, making people literate, teaching, preparing for a trade or vocation. In the narrow sense, education is confined to school, college and university instruction. The scope of education is very narrow here. Education starts when the child gets admission in the school and ends when she or he leaves school, college or university. Following definitions of some eminent educationists make the narrow meaning of education more clear. According to S.S. Mackenzie, in the narrow sense, education may be taken to mean any consciously directed effort to develop and cultivate powers. According to James Drifford, education is a process in which and by which the knowledge, character and behavior of the young are shaped and molded. According to G.H. Thompson, the influence of the environment on the individual with a view to producing a permanent change in his habits of behavior, of thoughts and attitude. However, in the narrow sense, we may state that education is anything acquired from formal institutions in the form of certificates or training, which enables the individual to carry out a particular task. The following points bring out the narrow meaning of education more clearly. Education is provided through planned institutions like schools, colleges and universities. Education is a deliberate, conscious and systematic influence exerted by the mature person or teacher on the immature or student. Education is limited to the teaching of ready-made materials. Education is intentional rather than incidental. Education is regarded as synonymous with instruction. Knowledge is the accumulated experience of the human race. In broader sense, education is a lifelong process which starts from the birth and ends in the death. It becomes the sum total of experience that the child receives inside and outside the school through the study of different subjects, through various activities, through the library, the museum, the playground, the workshop or through other agencies. So, in a broader sense, education is more than teaching or instruction. Education is regarded as synonymous with the act of living. Accordingly, education is not confined to schools, colleges, and universities alone. From the broader meaning of education, we get a new life from education, and the life gives us new education. It includes all the knowledge and experience acquired during infancy, childhood, adolescence, youth, adulthood through any agency of education, namely school, home, society, church, industry, market, hotel, hospital, etc. Broader concept of education has been interpreted by some eminent educationists in the following ways. According to S.S. Mackenzie, in the wider sense, education is a process that goes on throughout life and is promoted by almost every experience in life. According to M.K. Gandhi, by education I mean the all-round drawing out of the best in child, man, body, mind and soul. According to W.H. Kilpatrick, from the broad point of view, all life thoughtfully lived in education. According to John Dewey, education is the development of all those capacities in the individual which enable him to control his environment and fulfill his possibilities. In the broader sense, we may define education as something which is a lifelong process of acquiring knowledge through formal or non-formal organizations in form of certificates or training by which the personality of the individual is prepared and developed to undertake any task and adjust himself or herself with the various environments in order to achieve the goal in life. A pupil gets 1/4 of education from his or her educator, another fourth by his or her own intellectual efforts, next fourth from his or her fellow student, and the rest in the course of time through life and experience. The broader concept of education is not just the teaching and learning of the 3 R's: reading, writing and arithmetic. Broader meaning of education includes the following features. Education is a lifelong process from infancy to old age or from birth to death. This type of education is acquired through formal, informal and non-formal agency of education. It consists of the development of 4 A's, that is head, heart, hand and health. Life and education cannot be separated from each other. All experiences are said to be educative. Education is synonymous with the act of living. Education includes all aspects of human life: cultural, domestic, economic, geographic, political, religious and social. Thank you everyone.